President Trump has aggressively been wielding his executive powers to effectively enact spending cuts across the federal government with the help of Elon Musk's Doge team. So far, the Trump administration claims that they have saved several $billions in their initial steps so far. So here's a quick list of some of the top items that they claim to have saved on. First is over 104 DEI contracts across government agencies. Doge estimates that will save $1 billion. Trump had ordered an end to DEI contracts during his first day back in the White House. Next is over 50 consulting contracts totaling close to $200 million for things like strategic communication, executive coaching, and more that had been scattered across the federal government. The Trump administration has also moved to cut off newspaper subscriptions, including over $8 million worth of spending on Politico Pro subscriptions, according to the White House press secretary. There's also been lease terminations for underutilized buildings, about $44.6 million worth, according to Doge. Trump has also moved to cut off funds for the UN Relief and Works Agency for Palestine Refugees, UNRWA, which was found to have had ties to Hamas. The exact amount of funding that they were set to receive is a little fuzzy, but they had been provided about $422 million in 2023. And then, of course, there is the big one, which is USAID. That was the agency that was tasked with doling out federal aid to countries overseas and manages a budget of over $40 billion a year. The Trump administration had effectively taken steps to basically fold that in with the State Department and to freeze a big chunk of its spending. They provide a list of some of what they described as wasteful spending from USAID over the years, which includes $1.5 million to advance DEI in Serbian workplaces, $2.5 million for electric vehicles in Vietnam, $2 million for sex changes in LGBT activism in Guatemala, and millions of dollars for Eco Health Alliance, which was, of course, involved with research at the Wuhan lab. Now, in addition to these kinds of cuts, there have also been other steps that the Trump administration has taken to save spending, including a buyout to federal employees. They have internally estimated that if they hit their target, they could potentially save as much as $100 billion a year. That buyout has gotten put on pause by the courts. So ultimately, these are just the initial steps. The Trump administration is really just getting started in this, and they're trying to make some pretty significant cuts to save taxpayers.